Hundreds of people are stuck at Wellington Airport after it stopped flights. The fog stopped flights from taking off or landing at the capital's airport. The fog rolled in about 10 o'clock this morning, forcing the cancellation of dozens of flights. Other flights had already been delayed as the airport tries to catch up following delays yesterday. Our Wellington reporter Michael Cropp is joining us live from the airport. Lots and lots of people standing around behind you, hopefully, Michael. What's the latest and how are people holding out?
People were holding out really well up until about 4:30 till 5 o'clock, when there's just constant stream of announcements of this flight is cancelled, this flight is cancelled, Air New Zealand's cancelling all of its jet services, and it seems now, from as far as I can tell, I'm not near any of the bulletin boards at the moment, the departure boards, it seems that basically every flight from every airline for the rest of the day is cancelled. So what people are doing now is they're queuing, they're going to go off and see the airline, see if they can rebook. I understand that Qantas is not helping people rebook at the moment. They're asking people to go back into town, go find a hotel and phone the booking lines. I understand Air New Zealand is doing similar stuff. I'm not sure about Jetstar, but I understand that they are doing similar things there as well. So people were, they were all right around 4:25 before those announcements started rolling through, but it's a bit of a different story now.
Right, and Michael, if it's Qantas, it's international flights as well as domestic, so they are all off, no one is going anywhere for the time being.
You're absolutely right. No one is going flying, at least today. They will be hopping on buses, hopping in taxis back to town, I'm sure. And even then, apparently, some people here have been saying, oh, it looks like it's going to be quite difficult to get accommodation tonight. So that's just adding to these difficulties that these passengers are facing. They are, it's that usual scenario. You can't get angry at clouds for getting too low, but you can get a bit upset. No, you can't. But you can get a little bit upset when airlines aren't doing all they can to be as upfront and honest with you as possible. For example, Air New Zealand sent out a media release saying that they were cancelling all of their flights for the rest of the day before they'd even started announcing that they'd cancelled their jet services here in the airport. That announcement about the jet services came about 20 minutes later. I was there talking to a young woman, Blair, who was planning on going down to Christchurch today, and as that media release came through, and she was booked on Air New Zealand, and I showed it to her, and she said, oh, well, I might as well go home then.
Michael Cropp, live from Wellington Airport, where, as Michael was saying, the flights are off. The fog is hanging about in Wellington.